Hey everyone, how are you? Welcome. So glad to see you. This is Tarot at 12. I am Denise, and we're going to do some tarot readings. How about that? This is Tarot at 12. These are free tarot readings. I do select randomly, and donations take priority. So if you decide to donate, you do receive your reading right away. It guarantees a reading. And in the absence of donations or in between, I do select randomly. So let's see what we've got. If you donate, please write donated in the chat so that we can kind of connect names, because PayPal is often different than YouTube. So let's see what we've got going on. I'm super excited. Jane J, my dear, how are you? Yes, Jane J, the channel is growing. We're at 702 today. 702. We cracked 700. Whoop, whoop. Soon as I get past 1,000, I can add some features. YouTube kind of has that as the threshold, and then you get some things open up to you, one of which is Super Chat. And stickers and cool stuff. So, woohoo! Thanks, guys. All right. And Barb, how are you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. How's Night Reader show going? I don't know if you guys remember, the Night Reader Tarot and I were Tarot BFFs, and he helped me out a lot. I helped him out a lot. He used to have a morning show. Now he only has an evening show, so he and I aren't able to, connect and help each other out as much. But I do drop in and watch his show, and he watches mine. So anyway, go check him out. It's the Night Reader Tarot, night with a K, like medieval times, a night. It's at 6 o'clock. It's called Tarot Nights, and it's on every night. All right, friends, let's see. Coco Chanel, hello. Rebecca, D. Snee, how are you? Ella Novak, how are you? Sharon, Ella. I said Ella twice. Hello, Sharon. Oh, and Kiss JG, how are you, my friend? Looks like we've got a couple moderators here today. So make sure to give Kiss JG and Jane J a high five in the chat. They do a lot of work to help keep me organized and answer questions. So let's get going. I have the secret tarots spread out today with my clear quartz. I like to open up the energy. All right, so let's see. I'll probably pull this guy out. I don't know. I just go in phases. It doesn't really have any rhyme or reason. It just is what I feel like. All right, so we're kicking it off. We do not have any donations as of yet, so we're going to go ahead and pick a freebie. All right, so let me see. Shumya, how are you? What's Surav's feelings toward me? Will it go into a long-term commitment? Nice. All right, let's see. What do I want? You know what? I want the everyday witch. Who doesn't want the everyday witch? All right, so Shumya, I hope you're here. You were one of the first to arrive, so I assume so. All right, you know what? I'm going to actually put my banner up because sometimes I don't remind people, and I don't want anybody hanging out there wondering what's going on. Of course, guys, though, watch for the moderators. They post information or helpful tips or where links are, so. Darn it, I'm dropping them. So I got a quick story. I got some new hair stuff. And I don't know if you've seen some of my videos where it's of my face. I have so curly hair. Anyway, I got this new stuff. I'm super excited. I took a shower. I got ready. Anyway, hours later, my hands are still like very slippery. So apparently it's a very moisturizing thing, but we'll see if it works. I don't know. It's hard when you have curly hair. It gets very fuzzy very easily. All right, enough about my hair. Who cares, right? I'm just trying to make an excuse about why I'm a terrible shuffler. All right, so what are Surav's feelings towards Shumya? What are Surav's feelings towards Shumya? Is this going to go into a long-term commitment? What is the deal? All right. So see, I got messy, messy, messy deck. That's okay. Do you ever notice like the messiest food is usually like the best? The things you're going to make a mess at are usually really good. So there you go. My tarot cards are a mess. I'm doing a good job. All right. So let's see what we've got here. All right, Surav. What are your feelings towards Shuma? Woo! All right. Well, we've got the Three of Cups. Now, as you guys probably remember, the way I do readings is I set out an energy card and then I set out the spread. And the energy card is the strongest energy the tarot is picking up on, and it will apply to each of our cards. So, our Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is the suit of love and emotion. What? That's perfect. This one in particular is about celebrating a new endeavor of the heart. I am not sure if you two are already together or not. If you're not, this looks like something's coming. If you are together, and it looks like things are going to step it up a bit. The Three of Cups also has a bit of a social component. As you can see, there are lots of people celebrating and things like that. So this implies support, perhaps friendship, celebrating, stuff like that. So that is awesome. All right, so let's see how it applies. All right, let me go ahead and grab my other banner out of there. I don't want to forget. No, I'm going to leave it. Never mind. I got myself confused. Okay, so what have we got here? Woo, we got lots of good stuff. Lots of good stuff. Okay, so our Three of Cups is going to apply to each of these cards and kind of serve as a clarifier. We've got our Page of Cups. More love, more loving. Our pages are always about kind of like new information. This is kind of like the inexperience, so it's like sort of like the beginning of something, if that makes sense. Our Page of Cups, of course, being love. That's awesome. This is somebody, though, who is very much able to pick up kind of like intuitive messages, is able to kind of read the vibes, or pick up on them at least, which is awesome because, you want somebody who is aware. But this page, he often kind of sits back. He sits back and watches. He is often somebody who is a little bit more reserved and kind of watches before he makes a move, So if you're not together yet, then this might seem that, he's watching. If you are together, he's kind of biding his time and maybe seeing how you're, reacting. Let me see the bottom, see if you're commenting. No. Okay. So that's fine. So anyway, we've got our Wheel of Fortune after that. And this talks about an upturn in fortunes. This talks about things turning around, things really turning on an upswing, It often talks about taking a chance too, like hey man, you got to spin the wheel, take a chance. So it looks like, that's an awesome card for things starting and the cycle of things and, moving forward. So that's awesome. And then we've got our Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups, again, we've got love, we've got emotion, things like that. The Nine of Cups is about kind of about feeling very satisfied in personal relationships, feeling good. It's kind of like a success card in terms of love. So holy cow, Shumya, I'm thinking, whoa, I think there are very good feelings. I think it's brewing. I do think there might be a little bit of kind of holding back a little bit, but it is definitely brewing, and I think it will end well. Now we're looking at long-term commitment. We didn't get anything about timing or anything like that. So let's see what our cut card is. This is the energy of the outcome. Ready? Go. Wow, you got the Two of Cups. Oh man, we got to do it. We got to do it. First reading of the day, and guess what you get? You get the mind blown screen. My mind is blown. I can't even believe it. Can you even see where it says mind blown? I don't think so. There you go. You deserve that one because holy cow, my mind is blown. Love the tarot. So your outcome is Two of Cups. This is about two people. Clearly, look at the picture there. Holy crap, that's good. So, yeah, I'm going to say things are looking good, and they are moving into the direction of a partnership which would imply a long term. In this spread, it is my mini spread, so it is typically the short term unless I kind of declare it something else when I'm asking the question. So this would imply things are moving. These are moving. So, whoa, shoom, yeah, that looks great. That looks great. I hope that helps. I hope that helps. That was a good one. I can't even believe that was so tough. Bam, 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 wasn't it? That's why you got the what do you call it? Mind blown. I can't even talk. Mind blown screen. I can't talk. All right. Looks like we've got some new friends joining. How are you guys? Coco Babe, I think I said hi to you earlier, but just in case I didn't, we have Coco Babe and Coco Chanel. Coco Babe, Coco Chanel. Hey, man, great minds think alike, right? Pure Love, how are you doing? Tiara Wilson, how are you? Julie Zhao, how are you? Is it Zhao or Chow? Not sure how to pronounce it correctly. Anyway, let's see what we've got. Looks like we have a couple donations. Julie, my friend, thank you so much, hon. And then we've got Tiara. Tiara's up next. And thanks, guys. You did exactly the right thing. Wrote donated there so that my mods and I can kind of connect the dots. You're welcome, Shumya. Good luck. It looks good. Looks good. Hey, Love Live. I am good. Thank you for asking. I hope you're doing well and staying safe. What else do I have to put up all the time, guys? Boom. No corona for you because you are being safe. Right? Right. No corona, man. No corona allowed. So let us find out. Julie, thank you for your donation. Let's see what your question is. Let me go to the bottom. I don't see it yet. So go ahead and type up your question there, and I will get it for you. God, I had a stomach ache today. I don't know why. I had this really cool new bagel. It's pumpkin spice bagel. How cliche that I would want pumpkin spice, right? Well, anyway, it's very good, but I don't feel so great. And I wonder if there was something in there. Tara, not Tiara. It's Tara. Thank you, Tara. I'm going to write that down so I don't forget. I'm going to try to remember. We also, just so my mods know, we have Rasta Empress. If Rasta Empress comes on, which she may not, because she said she comes on periodically, but when she does, she has a donation that was a carryover from yesterday's show. So I will pop her into the list right when she shows up, okay? Thanks, Tara. I'm just, it's probably nothing, but I don't feel great. I don't know how a bagel could be bad. It couldn't be, and it was delicious. So how you like that? All right, Julie, let's find your question. All right, I'm not seeing it, Julie. I don't know if you had to pop off or what, but Tiara, I almost did it again. Darn it. Well, I did do it again. Tara. Woo, that might take me a bit just because I'm a creature of habit. So I will break it. Don't worry. Oh, she's been timed out and hidden by accident. Oh, I did not understand that. Okay, all right. Tiara, not tiara. Wow. Okay, Tiara. I got it. Tiara. Let me find Julie. She's probably listening going, hey, man. All right, you're going to have to wait a minute because I got to go into my back end stuff for what do you call it? YouTube. So give me a second here. Let me just find out what's going on with Julie. Did she just get timed out or did she get blocked? If she's timed out, we have to just wait. If she's blocked, I can unblock her. I don't see her name in the blocked list. All right, I'm not seeing her name, so I think she's just timed out. So let us go back. Julie, honey, sorry about that. That was an accident. If you just timed her out, then it'll pop back on. I think the longest is 5 minutes, so it's probably almost over already. So can you help me out? I'm freaking out. Kiss, don't worry, honey. That happens. I mean, I'm sure, it's unfortunate that it happened. Poor Julie. But I'm sure she's thinking that's not so great. But hey, Julie's super understanding. She's an awesome person. We talk, she gets readings offline. We've had, she's a wonderful person. I'm sure she's not upset with you. It was an accident. If, again, she's timed out, she'll be back in like 5 minutes. All right. Julie! Julie, you popped in right as I was about to switch. That's hilarious. All right. Tiara, and not Tiara. Tiara. I got it. Tiara. Julie, honey, what's your question? Sorry about that. That was an accident, obviously. But the way it works, guys, mods and myself, we all have the ability to time people out, which means it blocks you from commenting. Usually that is applied to somebody who's being a spammer, meaning they're posting their question 155 times, which is a no-go. And if you're abusive in the chat or, shitty in some way, you do get blocked. And the mods and I both have the ability to do it. So that's what happened. Usually a timeout is like 5 minutes, a minute. I don't even remember. It's something goofy. And yeah, so wow. All right, Julie, let's get to your question. Yes, I'm glad you're back, hon. See, Julie's awesome. She's awesome. Well, Julie, I've gotten to know you, and this is awesome. That's what I'm here for, And yeah, so you don't ask a lot. That's a good thing. It's what I'm here for. All right. Yeah, I kissed JG. That's okay. All right, there we go. All right, and then after that is Tiara. I said it right. All right, Tiara, I'm going to work on it. Julie, honey, what is your question? When does Mike usually think of me? Ooh, okay, so we've got a timing thing. I want to use Anna K. I love it. All right, I am just thrilled that you are back. Okay. Julie wants to know, when does Mike think of Julie? What happens? What happens? When is Mike usually thinking of Julie? Okay, let's see what we can get. Hopefully we can, maybe we can get setting, maybe we can get circumstances, maybe we can get, stuff like that. I won't be able to get at 5 p.m. I won't, obviously you realize that, but I won't be able to get that. But all right, let's see what we got. All right, so we've got 2 of Swords. This is telling me that, well, I got to see what this is. First of all, Swords is the suit of thoughts and ideas. So thinking, perfect card. The 2 of Swords is kind of about feeling like a clash of ideas, so like going back and forth, like, should I, shouldn't I? Yes, I should. No, I shouldn't. What should I do? This, what this tells me and says to me so far, again, we'll look at these, but this would mean to me that it's likely at a time when he's doing other things and he's trying to, decide, like, okay, like, for example, I'm just going to make this up, but, I'm at work, I got to focus on this, I'm doing that, but, ooh, in pops Julie. Ooh, I can't think about that. I'm busy. I got to focus on my work. Ooh, in pops Julie. Yeah, see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm getting from that just right off the bat. Let's see what we've got here. All right. So, all right. So we got some good ones. Now, remember, our clarifier, our energy card, serves as a clarifier for each of these. You've got the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups. She is everybody's best friend and best spouse. She is in charge of her emotions. Everybody's drawn to her. She's also the queen, so she's very stable. But she also is a little bit of a hard time. She gets a little moody. She gets a little, when people criticize her. So I think what this is saying, Julie, in context of your question, is he probably thinks about you when he's feeling a little vulnerable. When he's feeling vulnerable, then a time of, or a thought of when you feel strong, supported, peaceful, that's what pops in your head. And I think that's what you represent. Ooh, that's good. All right, so we have next, we have Four of Cups. And remember, this is like, oh, I have so many things, and kind of my Julie is popping in, and I have, this is good. I think he thinks about you a lot. I'll keep going. I'm getting ahead of myself. Cups is love and emotion, love and emotion, love and emotion. The Four of Cups is typically kind of about not wanting to see what's going on in front of you. I'm thinking he's seeing you, thinking about you at work for sure. Now, the reason I say that, we don't have any pentacles. So you might be asking, well, you don't see any work cards, you know. But this, because of this as our energy card, it's about clash of ideas, like trying to, you know, decide between two things. And you know how that is when a pervasive thought pops in and you're like, hey, man, I'm supposed to be focusing on my work. So I think that is for sure here. So this means he's distracted at work, perhaps in life. It could be something else. It doesn't have to be work, but work pops to mind because of the fact that I know he's very absorbed in his work. Does that make sense? It doesn't have to be work, though, because this is not Pentacles. So you might think of another thing that he's kind of working through in his life, that, you know, it would say, you know, this thing is taking up some time, or this thing is taking my attention. And that's when you pop in, and he has to kind of fight that or flip the switch. I'm not saying he can't get anything done, or he's, you know, walking around with a Julie poster, you know, but I can see it creeps in when it's not supposed to, meaning when he's busy, right? And I think when he feels vulnerable. And then here we have our Six of Rods, which is Wands. The Six of Wands is a growth card. This is about growth and effort, and it's also about victory. The six implies, or it means that there is a celebration, a victory, but with more work that needs to be done. So I think, you know, these little successes that he has, like I'm talking about, maybe he doesn't want to come off as feeling too needy. He seems like a very proud and independent person, and maybe he doesn't want to be vulnerable. And, you know, when he's feeling vulnerable, he thinks of you. And when he's got these little successes, he'd be like one of those people who's like, oh, I want to tell Julie about that. But then he's like, ugh, I don't want to seem needy, or ugh, I don't want to seem like, you know, do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I see lots of things. Yeah, there are several things I could have seen that made me feel like, you know what? I don't think he's thinking about you at all. I mean, there are cards like that. So this isn't just me, you know, being nice. I'm reading what I see. And again, I think it creeps in when he's busy, supposed to be focusing on other things, when he feels vulnerable. And I think he's got that little like he wants to tell you about little things, but he doesn't want to come off as needy or whatever. And I think that's his pride. Do you know what I mean? So let's look. I just picked those up, and I shouldn't have because I was talking. So let's pull those suckers off. There we go. That's my other ones. We got to pull an outcome. We need a final outcome energy. We want to see, what can you tell us? One more last thing. Boom. King of Pentacles. Ooh, ooh, ooh. This is somebody who is very much at work. Remember I said if we had a Pentacles, I would say it's work. It's at work. Our King of Pentacles, he is somebody who is very much a self-sufficient type of person. He is also somebody who is very much willing to talk about somebody who is doing well, or somebody that stands out, somebody that you have a relationship, somebody who has done something well, you know, good. Think about a restaurant. If you go to a restaurant and you have something great there, you're promoting the restaurant. You tell your friends, hey man, that was a great, you know, whatever you ate. But same thing, he likes to promote people. So you asked me once before, it was a while ago now, but does he tell other people about you? And I think this is jamming that back home right there. And we didn't even ask about that, but I do think it picked up on that a little bit. Julie. Yeah, like the little things, you know, he doesn't want to be, because he feels that he's got to, what's the word? Shit, I can't think of the word. Continue the look of, not to say it's not real, but I mean, the persona, he wants to continue to show that he is strong and independent. I'm at a loss for my vocabulary right at the moment, but yeah, definitely, Julie. Ooh, that sounds good. But yeah, I don't think it's only when you call him. I think he kind of goes back and forth with, should I call or should I tell her this? And I think he feels vulnerable. When he feels vulnerable, hun, definitely. All right, Kristen, I see that you also donated. And Tiara, not Tiara, Tiara. I got it that time. Oh my. Well, thank you both. Let me get you on the list here. Don't forget, if Rasta Empress shows up, I do need to read her question from yesterday's donation. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, so we are now on Tiara, whose name I said correctly. Here it is. Thank you, honey. Right, my first question, then let me see how they came in what order, because I don't know if you're two in a row or if we got Kristen in there. Yeah, Tiara, you're two in a row, actually, and then Kristen. I try to do them in the order they come in. So go ahead and you can ask your two, and then we'll do Kristen. First one is... It is Zoe. It is Zoe. Julie Zoe. Thank you. Because I said Zoe, and then I thought, is it... Because I know Z is a different, ch and all kinds of things. Again, I have my boring American vernacular here, and I can't pronounce cool names. So, meh. All right. Like Tiara. Just kidding. My first question, why is Troy being different? Whoops, what does that say? Why is Troy being different? Why can't I do that? There we go. Different with his lovey actions. I love it. Lovey actions. After being intimate for the first time while visiting him. He was eager to get me in bed. I had to slow him down. He made me uncomfortable. Boom. Don't like that. And if Troy is being different with his lovey-dovey actions, then this is coming from me, not the tarot. Then guess what? That's a sign. Red flags. I say red flags. Yeah, I don't like that. Let's see what the cards say before I put my 2 cents in, right? We want to see the cards, not what I say. This is the Arcanum Tarot. All right, so we're going to see what's going on, Troy. Why are you being different and not so affectionate with Tiara? Why? Why? Now that you got what you wanted, is this a problem? Made you feel uncomfortable too. Yeah, I can, yeah. Well, first of all, before I even set this down, I got to say, anybody who makes you feel uncomfortable, then that's a red flag. And sometimes after evaluation, you can think, well, was that just me being goofy or not like that? But when it involves intimacy and things like that, there is that. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to your feelings. All right. So we've got our 6 of Swords. This is kind of about a journey. This is like a slow journey. Now, I'm not suggesting that you're on your way to take a journey, but I'm talking about this is going kind of slow. And trying to go somewhere to find this sunlight, right? We're carrying our baggage with us. These are swords. Swords are thoughts and ideas. And this is somebody who's carrying some baggage, you see? So I got to see what these are. But what this is saying so far is there might be a lot of things on his mind. And it might be that he's got ideas of what it's supposed to be like. So it doesn't necessarily have to be baggage, like a bad breakup, It is, yeah. Well, let me see what these are. I'm rambling. And what are you saying here? I think it's because I'm not giving him all he wants from me, but I told him there's levels. He was not laying on my car. Good for you. Good for you. And hey, man, that's a little, I just dropped one. Sorry, I had to pick it up. That, if he felt that or heard that, you know what, and he's pulling away, maybe could be 2 things. Could be good. Maybe he's like, okay, I'm going to pull back because I'm making her uncomfortable. Could go the other way, which is which is, okay, well, I'm not getting what I want, so bye. No, let's see which one it is. Because if it's this one, then that's respectful. If it's this one, then that's disrespectful. Do you see? Let's find out. This is about thoughts, carrying thoughts with us, taking time, right? Taking time. So we got the World, and this is going to, again, be the clarifier. We've got the World to start off. This card is a really good card for long-term relationships. So this is, it's implying that, anything is possible. This is the wishes fulfilled card. So that's positive. We also have our Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands, this is full of passion, full of fire, full of heat, full of energy. This is somebody who says, go get it. I bet you this was him coming in going, hey, baby, hey, baby, hey, baby. And then you put the kibosh on it a little bit. I mean, not completely, but you said, hey, man, I have limits, and you have to, without saying it in these words, you got to earn it. You got to get to that level. You have to deserve it, dude. So that means maybe he's taking his time. I think things are turning into the positive category instead of the disrespectful category. Perhaps we're being some respectful here. Here we have the Three of Pentacles, which also says something about starting over or starting a new chapter, starting a new step based on past work. Past work. Well, you've been building a relationship up to this point. You had an intimate relationship experience now, so that is your past work. He maybe has learned something from what you said. Ooh, okay. So what we need more. We need more. Let's see what this is. Now, again, why are you acting weird, Troy? You're not being lovey-dovey anymore. What happened? Why is this? Go. Ooh, okay, we got the High Priestess. This is about gossip and pettiness and things like that. This could be, maybe he's got a bunch of, guy friends who are like, yuck, did you get it? Did you do it? And why did it? Maybe one of those, like, toxic masculinity kind of situations. And to any men here, I'm not trying to be offensive, but you can imagine what I mean. And the women have their same toxic crap too. So I hope that wasn't offensive to anybody. This is telling me that there might be some people talking in his ear. Yeah. He also, I think this is talking about being respectful of what you said, but we need to do a couple throwdowns because I'm a little confused. Let's see. Troy, are you being a player? Are you wanting more sex? Is that all you care about? Go. All right, he's thinking back to when it was good. He is thinking about sex. Okay, so you're thinking about sex. Is this all you want? All you want is sex? Come on, do you? Two of Cups. He wants to do it. Okay, so Two of Cups is about love, two people getting together. Mwah, mwah, mwah. So he wants more. He wants more sex, that's for sure. Do you? Is that all you want? We need something firm here. Is that all you want? No, that is not all he wants. Okay, so he got the Four of Swords. So that's about kind of taking a step back and refocusing. I think what you said made an impact, and I think he's trying to be respectful of that. I do still think there are gossipy or people in his mind, and that could be just like that stupid, childish, if this were a page, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's why. It's not a page, but it just seems kind of like that childish, thing that, like, hey man, did you do it? Brr, brr, brr. And, he's waiting. No, he's going to take it slow with you, but he's got all these people talking in his ear. He's got his guy friends maybe, or who knows. And I don't think that that's all he wants. I think he wants more, but I don't think that's all he wants. Yeah, for sure. Ooh, I hope that helped. All right. That was a good one. All right, Tiara, what is your second question? And then we've got Kristen. And then I think I saw another donation come in. Let me see what we've got. Oh, I did see. All right, Kim. How are you, Kim? All right, we've got one more for Tiara. Then we've got Kristen, and then you would be up, Kim. Rasta Empress, if you are here, make sure to let somebody know, okay? All right, my friends. All right. Aw, Kristen, look at that awesome question. Oh, I love it. You're right after the second one with that's awesome. Tiara. Um, let's find out what is going on with your second. His buddies are nosy. I bet. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing. All right. Let's see. Kristen, I love your question. Where did it go? I'm looking for yours, Tiara. You had 2 donations, and I think you made a third. But your 2 were right in a row. I checked PayPal, and then Kristen. So Kristen will be next. Oh, my God, I love your question. What an awesome thing. And then Tiara, I did it wrong. Oh, no, I didn't. Tiara, you are, of course, welcome for a third, and I love it. You are right. The good vibes in here. Oh, my God, you guys. You bring it, man. You bring it to the show. All right. So, Tara, what is your second question? And then we're going to do Kristen. Trying to rent a suite. Oh, Kristen, how exciting. Where will it be? I mean, are you talking about going like somewhere warm? Or are you talking about somewhere cold? Are you talking about a pool? Are you talking about something fun to do? Or just a hangout, like a cool getaway? Oh my God, I used to do that all the time with my ex-husband when we were young. We were together since we were 18. When we were young, before we were old enough to really do much and didn't have much money, we used to go to a hotel like once a month. Just for fun. Okay. Well, I'm looking for your question, honey. I'm not seeing it. So I'm going to go ahead and do Kristen. Please write. You've got 2. We've got one up next, Tira, and then we've got Kim. And then I'll do yours unless you pop yours in. Okay? So let's see. Christmas. Let's find out. Are the kids' Christmas going to be awesome or what? Let's use Tarot in Wonderland. Peach Love. Hello. How are you? I haven't seen you in a while. Oh, awesome. And thank you for the donation. Soul Star, how are you? Excuse me. Oh, boy. Woo. All right. So, how is this Christmas going to be for Kristen's children? There is a suite involved. Ooh la la, room service. All right. Let's see what we've got. That was a good shuffle. All right. Okay, and I see your second question there, hon. I'll do that one right next. I just didn't want to let the show, My dog is going insane. Why? I hope it's Amazon dropping off my freaking desk that I've been waiting for. Do you remember me talking about it? I ordered it. It's supposed to be here last Wednesday. Hope it's here. I need it. Ooh, is the Christmas trip going to be fun? Oh my goodness. Yes, it is. So far, what we've got for our overarching energy, we've got the Chariot. The Chariot is all about excitement. This is all about, action and things moving forward. This is, again, excitement is the first thing that pops out. It also can be a card that indicates travel. So if you are planning on traveling somewhere, this is looking pretty exciting. Okay, so let us see what we're going to do. Oh, they are going to have a great Christmas. Look at everybody going, woohoo! We've got our 3 of Cups. This is about celebration. This is about excitement. This is a big social card. So it's not necessarily, social, meaning you're at some kind of party. With your children, though, it's a social event, isn't it? Oh, how exciting. Oh, that looks good. All right, so we have our 5 of Wands. Remember, this Chariot card is going to serve as the clarifier for each. This is about excitement. This is about things moving. Here we've got our 5 of Wands. Now, the 5 of Wands, this is kind of about playing. I think you might find your kids are a little rambunctious. I'm not sure how old your children are. If they're young, I'm sure that this might make sense. If they're older, and they're not so much in that younger, bickering thing, well, who knows? Siblings always bicker. But this looks like you might expect a little bit of like, oh, I want to do this. No, I want to do this. Or let's do that. No, I want to do this. You know, you might have a little bit of that, but that's, you know, very much to be expected. I mean, that's not like news. Here's the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is all about love and emotion and feeling good. And guess who the Queen of Cups is? This is a maternal figure most times. So this would obviously indicate you. This is talking about your children are going to be very excited. They're going to be very happy. You might have a little bit of stress, though. It might be because of this. Maybe they're arguing. Not anything major, though. Not like, oh, my God, that was terrible and ruined my whole vacation. You know, no, it's not going to be like that. But this is to remind you that, you know what, everything isn't perfect, and it doesn't have to be perfect. And as long as, you know, everybody's having a good time, maybe if something didn't turn out the way you had planned it, or, oh, man, we never got to go to that XYZ, you know, exhibit or whatever you guys are doing, that's okay. The kids are going to remember what you're doing and that you brought them here and the overall good time. You know, that's what they're going to remember. That's creating the memories. And some of the things that you might want or that you think will be important maybe aren't. So this is just kind of to remind you that even if it doesn't go exactly according to plan, that it is still what? Still the Three of Cups. Yeah, still the Three of Cups. So, oh my gosh, I think absolutely, they're going to have a great time. Let's see what you're saying. 9 and 7. Okay, they're 9 and 7. Yup. So there, you might have a little bit of, hey, she touched me. No, he did. You know, or who knows? Or I don't want to do that. But that's okay. That's okay. That's to be expected. That's what happens when you have kids. So let's look at the outcome about the Christmas trip. Boom. Oh, we got the tower. We got the tower. This is great. Now, this is about change. Now, a lot of times, this kind of it doesn't look so great, does it? It's like, oh my God, stuff's flying everywhere. And sometimes it can be about something like that. But in the context of your question and with these surrounding cards, remember, they influence each other. The tower is sometimes where you feel like you're let free. You're released. You're got freedom, and you're just like, you don't have to worry about the constraints of regular life. You know, stuff like that. So yeah. So it looks like it's going to be a freeing, liberating kind of feeling. Just watch that. You know, little goofy stuff might come up, bickering or whatever, and don't let that ruin it for you because everybody's having fun. Oh, yes. Looks good. All right. I see some people talking in the chat. What is going on? Barb is saying about a refund. Did something happen? Oh, you ordered a desk too? It came broken. I thought it was about a donation. Did you really? Mine better not be broken. It is taking forever. It already took forever, and then now it's a week late. So I'm like not happy. All right, so let's get back to tarot. I'm sorry about your desk, hon. They're pretty good about refunds, though. What do you call it? Who is? Amazon. Couldn't think of the word. My words are just not happening here today. All right, so let me get a updated list here. I see after Kim, Coco Babe. Thank you, Coco Babe. I like your name. I feel funny. It's like I like to say it, Coco Babe. All right, and let us see. Coco Babe donated twice. Okay, so we've got 2 donations, and we've got Peach Love with 2 V's. Love it, love it. And we're good. We're caught back up, right? Okay, awesome. So let's get to Tiara's third question. Let's get that one up. Or did we not do your second one? Boy, am I losing my brain. Clarify. Friends seem immature because they are. There's our list while I'm looking. All right. There we go. Second. Okay. So we got 2 more for Tiara, and then we've got Kim, Coco Babe, Peach Love. Got it. All right. You're recently back on the dating scene, so I'm filtering my options out. My second question is Thiago, am I saying it right, missing me, and will he want to be together intimately after I go see him at his work this week? Ooh. Okay, you're a Libra, fellow Libra. How are you? No wonder you're kind of filtering your options. We like to weigh it out, decide, and then be confused. That's what we do. You're going to have drinks at a bar. You've been seeing each other for 3 months, so you've had some difficulty. Okay. You're going to have drinks at a bar. Ooh, okay. And you feel really strongly to him. I'm reading all of your stuff here. He pulls on my heartstrings, strongly without realizing in the moments we are both bartenders in South Florida. How cool. I was a bartender briefly for about 3 months because I was a server, and then they promoted me to bartender, and it was too much for me. I couldn't handle it. I went back to serving, which is also very stressful and hard, but with serving, I had much more control over what I was doing to stay organized. But all right, Coco Babe, yes, I got it. You donated for 2. We're going to finish up here with Tiara, and then we've got Kim Wilba, and then we've got 2 for Coco Babe, and then we've got Peach Love. And, oh, we've also got Jaded K. Thanks, Jaded K. No problem, Coco Babe. It's hard if you don't know what it is, you know? All right. So we're using Wizard's Tarot to find out what's going on with Thiago. Thiago. You'd rather bartend than serve. You know what, Tara? The money, yeah, you got a much better income stream for tips and all that great stuff. And literally, I was so excited to be promoted to bartending, but I have not ever had any bartending experience before that, and I'm not a huge drinker, so I don't know like the drinks, you know, even like out of casual partying with friends. I don't drink much, so some of it, like I'm in the 80s, man. I'm thinking Long Island iced tea, Sex on the Beach. I'm from the 80s. All right. No more drink talk, or my stomach ache will get worse. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so what is going on at work? Okay, let me get back up here so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. Is he missing you? And do you want to hang out, baby? I could come and sing and see what happens. If you really want to make him go away, I'll sing. All right. No, I won't. How about that? I will not. Okay, so what is going on, Thiago? Ooh, 10 of Wands. Okay. This is, now we got to see what these are, of course, because they do influence each other. But the 10 of Wands is kind of about a burden. It's about carrying something, but it's not about a burden like, oh, geez, I got this horrible burden. It talks about the burden of success. Like, you know what? I'm carrying this burden. I'm making it happen. I got a lot of shit I'm doing, you know, or whatever I've done. But you got to watch out for the burden of success. So, you know what? You're saying that you obviously are really wanting to be with this person and so forth. Sometimes this card in a love question says to me, well, be careful what you ask for because you might get it, you know, one of those things. Let's see what this is, though. You've been together 3 months. You're feeling like he's pulling at your heartstrings. Okay, all right. So we've got Justice, and as our first card, remember, burden of success, burden at the very least. We've got our Judgment card, Justice card. The Justice card talks about getting what you are deserving, getting what you are owed. This is about fairness and balance. As a Libra, you see the scales there. We know what that means, right? Does this relationship, you said you had some issues, but not really terrible. Does it feel like, you know what, is it kind of imbalance, like out of balance, I should have said. Out of balance? Do you feel like you're making sacrifices? Are you asking Thiago to make sacrifices? Are you being unruly? Is this person being unruly? Not sure. But this talks about needing some balance in this. We got another one right here that's all about balance. So we got 2 balance. That's why I'm asking and focusing on that. 2 of Pentacles, this is about balancing 2 aspects of your daily life. The bartending would be included in Pentacles. Work, work and money, work and money. Bartending is hard work, and bartending brings in the bucks if you're good at it. So, you know, you're both bartenders, so I don't know, you know, if that's an issue as a professional person, you know, and this is your career, obviously you do this, you, I'm sure, have good work ethic and everything like that. But somebody who is in that situation, in the bartending and the drinking, and, you know, when you're the bartender, you're the king or the queen of the room, man. Everybody wants you, especially the more buzz they get. And then before you know it, you know how this works. And some people, that would be an issue, you know, for your significant other. You guys are both professionals. You both have been doing this, so maybe that's not the issue. But this is certainly talking about trying to balance that kind of a thing with work, something with work, okay? So then we got our Hierophant card. The Hierophant is all about having a fulfilling career. This, so much stuff is coming to career here for me. I don't know if it's a problem. I really don't. It's not saying, oh, it's a problem. It's saying it needs to be balanced. So if it's out of balance, you need to get it in balance. And that's what the Hierophant says. Get it into balance. We got so much here with balance. It talks about a fulfilling career, you know, so this is not saying it's a bad thing or it can't be balanced, but it is saying something needs to be put into balance. Remember, we've got burden of success here. We got a burden going on. So I'm not sure, you know, I don't see anything that says like, oh, there's lots of people involved, or, you know, oh, I see, you know, sex or lovers, or, I mean, I don't see anything like that. I see work and balance. That's all I'm seeing right now. Is he missing you? That's part of the question. Let me just review the other things you said. Both in bartenders in Florida. Oh yeah, you're in Florida. What? I'm in Illinois, corn country. So kind of off and on. All right. Well, I'm not sure if any of that is kind of ringing true. Let's just see what this outcome card is, because we're wanting to know, you know, thinking about each other and getting together. All right, we've got our Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is kind of about disappointment and things like that. Probably not what you wanted to hear, but it looks like there is sort of an air of feeling like let down or disappointed. It might not go the way you want it to go. It doesn't mean it won't happen. It just means that perhaps you're recognizing these things now, maybe. Again, it is swords, which is thoughts and ideas. So it could also be you overthinking it. Let's do a throwdown really quick and see about the intimacy. Are you guys going to be getting it on here? Are we going to have some fun with the bartender? All right, so we got the High Priestess for seeing if we're going to have fun. This talks about kind of being happy with yourself, valuing your own company, not letting other people identify you or make you validate you or make you feel worthy. I'm wondering if something's not going the way you want it to go. Not to say you couldn't tip the scales and make it go that way, but this is saying, you know what, make sure that you rise above and you think, is this really what I want? So it still might happen, but I still think something's out of whack. Something's needing to be balanced, and it looks like work. And again, I didn't mean to insert concern about, you know, clientele. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean to insert that. That was just my example of what I'm trying to get at. You know, I don't know if that is anything to truly be concerned about. All right, honey. Good luck. Good luck. See how it goes. You know, you've got good intuition, so see how it goes. All right. We have got, where did it go? Yeah, Jaded Kate. Yeah, I think you're right. I think we're going to shut down the list, guys. I'm going to give it 5 more minutes. Anybody who donates in the next 5 minutes, we will still honor that donation. Anything that comes in after that, we can either hold over to the next show or I can refund, just in case somebody comes late and doesn't realize. I'm going to put up my other banner. Please know in the next few minutes, if you want to donate, I will accept donations for the next 5 minutes. I'm going to put this on. Don't panic. I am not shutting it down until I do all these donation readings. Naja is asking, do I have PayPal? And yes, I do. It is in the description, and my moderators post it sporadically here throughout the chat. I see Jaded Kate has it a few messages up above you. Check that out. She's got the list or the link. Okay, back to my reading. Tiara, I am confused because we did yours. They came in a little bit out of order. So go ahead. I got one more for you, Tiara. I didn't forget, but let's go ahead. I'm going to do Kim, Wilson, Coco Babe, and Peach Love. And then I think your third one came in right after that. So I'm going to write it down. Kim, let's get your question. Oh, there we go. Whoa, this is a good one. What kind of person am I meant to be? Ooh, I love it. Let's see. We're going to use, nah, I don't want that one. We're going to use the modern spellcasters. All right. Don't know why I sing it. Oh, you're not doing a third. I thought you did, hon. Oh, and that didn't answer your question. I'm sorry. I have to read what the cards say, hon. Okay. Kim wants to know, what kind of person am I meant to be? What kind of person am I meant to be? Okay. We've got Kim Wilba up now. We've got Peach Love, Coco Babe for 2, and we've got Jaded Kate. Just want to show you guys where we are. Lee J, it looks like you sent a donation in, and it's in within the nick of time. You're so awesome. Thank you, thank you. I'm going to add you there, Lee. Is it Leah or Lee? Right. So back to Kim. I love your question, Kim. That is awesome. Let me get back up so I can highlight it on the screen. There's Barb's desk. I see you. Oh, give me a minute. Boy, this chat just rolls away. Well, I know what your question is. I just want to put it on there. There we go. I just want to put it up. Okay. One more shuffle. What kind of person is Kim meant to be? What can you tell us, universe? We need some insight about what kinds of undeveloped talents, what kind of emerging talents, and what kind of current talents. What kind of person is Kim meant to be? Okay. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I have chills before I even start. I love all the questions, but some of these just really get me excited. All right. Ooh, okay, so we've got the Four of Wands. We have to see what these are to see how it ties in exactly, but the Four of Wands is about effort and growth. So this is about growing. The Four of Wands talks about a foundation, talks about building something. It talks about celebration and excitement about the beginnings of something. So laying that foundation. So, we'll see what these are, but this talks about starting things. This talks about helping, get yourself in alignment for better things. It might help other people as well. So we'll have to kind of see what these are to just really pull it in. So let's see what we've got. Oh, wow. Yeah. All right. So I definitely think there is something to do with balance. Again, we got a lot of balance going on. We've got Two of Pentacles and we have the Two of Wands. These are both twos. Pentacles is the suit of everyday life, like your physical world. And the Wands are about effort and growth. And clearly, they each have two things, right? This is about balancing things, balancing your everyday life. As I said here with our foundation, that talks about, to me, what that's saying is you're the type of person who is able to put things in order. If you don't feel like that, if you're feeling like, wow, man, I'm super unorganized, or, oh my God, I'm so stressed, or, oh shit, I have a lot of stuff on my plate, or, whatever. This says that, you know what? You have the ability to do this. You have to have confidence in yourself. If you already feel like, yeah, you're right, I do that all the time, well, then this makes total sense. What it's saying, though, is helping balance that other portion of your life, but two portions of your life, is what's going to help build the foundation. So this is about staying even. This is about keeping things in check. And when you do that, that's how you inspire things to grow. Wands, grow. Here we've got wands again, grow. Two, here's our two. This is about, kind of contemplating things in your own head. This isn't about making a verbal, like, these are the two choices and this is my decision. No, this is about, I'm thinking about things. What's going to be the biggest opportunity for me to grow? This looks like you have a real, ability to be real in tune with what is going to help you. And as long as you balance things properly, you have the opportunity here to create all kinds of things for yourself. I wonder if there's a bit of a confidence, like you second guess yourself maybe, or you feel like things are out of whack in your life and you're like, God, I'm just constantly, doing this and doing that, and I can't get ahead and yada, yada, yada. This talks about, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Put it in perspective. I am a huge believer in the law of attraction. I'm posting stuff every day now about it, so you guys can learn it with me and kind of understand it from where I'm coming from. Today, I just put out something about with Wayne Dyer. So Wayne Dyer is one of the master teachers. Check it out. But anyway, this is saying, your thoughts, these are not swords. Swords would be thoughts and ideas. But what this does say to me is, if you don't believe in what you're doing, which is what this guy is doing, he's trying to figure out, what does he want? What's he going to focus on? Where is he going to go? And then here, my life is out of balance. I don't know what to do. Yet this is saying, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. What have we got here? This is our 9 of Cups, and this is jamming it on home. This is our 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups is all about, satisfaction in an emotional level. That it talks about giving and receiving, which is interesting because I didn't see that one at first. And what I said here was about helping other people to do this as well. So, maybe working on yourself if you don't feel like you've kind of gotten a handle on it, and then helping other people. Or if you already feel like, yeah, got it going on about that. Well, then maybe this is saying you need to help other people to do the same thing. But you definitely have success, satisfaction, and that giving and receiving kind of flavor here. Does that make sense? Okay, let me see if you're saying anything. I don't see anything. Okay, so here is our outcome card. We need to know, it's not an outcome in this question, but it is like, let's get a final message, kind of sum it up. Come on, universe, tell us what's up. The Devil. Okay, so, this really ties in well. Now, the Devil card is not evil. It's not the devil. Do not worry. This talks about using the stored power that you aren't using. What? The stored power you're not using. Are you second guessing yourself? Damn, that's what I'm seeing. Are you second guessing yourself? Do you feel like that's something you tend to do? If it is, then this is saying, you know what? Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that, because you have so much more power than you realize. You're able to balance your life. You're able to put things in perspective. You're able to logically look at things and decide what is going to be best for your personal journey. You're giving, and you can help others if that's the case. You can also help others. But the satisfaction in personal relationships, if you have any relationships that are outstanding right now that you feel are kind of out of whack and you need to make amends, that kind of a thing, that might be something, you might need to you're being called to do as well. Let me see. You second guess yourself. So that's part of it. You need to stop second guessing yourself, because that is not at all. This is telling you have the power to do that and to change that. Give me one more. What can Kim do to do this? Give us a little bit more of a tip of what to do. 4 of Pentacles. Okay, so this is about holding it tight, holding your resources tight, holding your daily, and when I say resources, I'm talking about tangible, physical resources. It's Pentacles. This is about saying, you know what? Don't let other people steal your power. That's what the Devil card also means. So now that we see this, that really pulls that out of the Devil as well. You don't want other people to, steal your power. And by that, I mean, because you're dedicating so much time to other people, you might lose your steam. You might lose your energy. You might lose your ability to see clearly, and that's why you have to think about it all the time. That's why you have to juggle it all the time. You have much more power than you realize. You can still help people, the giving and receiving, but don't let them suck you dry. Are you an empath? Are you empathic at all, Kim? Empaths, you can suck up the energy in a room. If there's a lot of negativity, those are called energy vampires, things like that. We don't realize it's happening, but now we're getting some kind of clue. I'm wondering if you're empathic. I'm wondering if you're empathic, my dear. I wonder. Well, stop second guessing yourself, because you don't need to. You don't need to. You can balance it. That's what all those balance cards were showing us. Woo! Kim, that was good. All right, Coco Babe. We've got Coco Babe, and we are closing down you feel energy all the time. That's it. That is it. People are sucking you dry, and you don't even realize it, Mamie. It doesn't mean you can't help and give and take and all that great stuff, but you can't let them suck you dry at the same time. So second guessing yourself, you're probably like, ooh, I got to help them, or ooh, they need me, or ooh, they're that. You got to set boundaries. That's what you do, honey. Set some boundaries. All right. So Coco Babe, we got you up next. And Peach Love. Let me see who came in first. Both of you can go ahead. I'm a little discombobulated today, I feel like. All right. Kristen, I did that one. Yeah, I think, I don't know names. So I'm going to follow. I'm not sure about those names on there. So, yes, Peach Love, where are you, my friend? Coco Babe, I'm going to go ahead. I'm looking for, oh, here it is. All right, Peach Love, and then Coco Babe has two. And then we're going to go, Tierra decided not to do her third. So we're going to do, yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Peach Love, thank you so much. How does Andy feel or think of me when he saw me without a mask on and walked home together just now? Woo! Okay. Yeah, this is mask world we live in. This is the Crow Tarot. Let's find out what we've got. All right, so Andy, what did you think of Peach Love? We were mask-free, and we had a full picture of your beautiful face. Let's find out, though, what Andy felt or thinks about you. Ooh, the Fool. That's awesome. The Fool card. This is about, saying and taking the first steps. This is about saying anything is possible. You know what? A new journey right here. It's a reminder to trust your intuition. So if you're kind of getting a vibe from this person, be thinking about it. This says trust your intuition. And, what's that book called? Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. That's a book. I right off the top of my head, I don't know if that's the full title or not, but Feel the Fear. This feels like fall into it, man. Fall into it. This is looking good. Let's see what this says. Okay. So we start off with our Four of Cups. Now, our Four of Cups is talking about potentially wanting more. Sometimes it's about saying I've had enough and I'm ready to, I'm kind of had enough and I'm not wanting more cups. This bird is like, I got that one. I don't know if I'm going to take it or not. But in the context where the other cards are pointing me here, and what this is our clarifier, this is saying, you know what, here's the extra cup right there. There's you without your mask on. Here's the cups he had. He knows you. He's been talking to you. He's gotten to know you, on that level. And he sees you. He can see you. He just didn't see the full picture, though, did he? Well, there's your full picture coming in, and it's love and emotion. Are you kidding me? So then we have Justice right after that. Justice is all about, it's about fairness. We can guess that with just the name. but it's talking about not being intimidated. So this is something that did not, it's certainly not turning Andy away at all. It has not thought like, oh my God, now what am I going to do? It's not like that at all. In fact, quite the opposite. That is literally telling me the opposite. And you put the Fool on there and you got that's a good one. The High Priestess is here on the end. And this talks about, kind of not letting other people sway you. The High Priestess knows that, things kind of roll in phases. And, things kind of go up and down. I always think about sales. I was in sales for many years, and it goes up and down. It doesn't matter if you're awesome or not. It still goes up and down. There's a great month, a shitty month, a great month, a shitty month. Well, I think of that when you talk about the phase of the moon. Like even when I had a crappy month, I knew the next month would probably be good, because of the way it goes, the cycle. So this is telling me that, the cycle is going to continue, which means that he will want to continue seeing you. This to me looks very good, very good. Let's see what our outcome card is and see if it gives us any more information about what Andy felt or thought of you when he saw you without your mask. Ready? Go. All right, so we've got our Six of Swords. Now, the Six of Swords talks about the beginning of a voyage. Beginning of a voyage. Think about that and how that sounds symbolically in terms of, it's like a metaphor. What's going on here? Well, we're going to start something new. Thoughts is what Swords is about. So thoughts and ideas. So I think that this has kind of sparked something here. I don't think I think the feelings must have already been there, or they already were brewing perhaps. And this has not detracted. In fact, it's helped to, continue, continue it or push it forward. So let's get another card and just make sure that I am right on this. Give me one sum up card, please. We need to know a little bit more. Clarify for us. What is Andy thinking or feeling? Boom. The Chariot. That's that things are moving. Things are moving. So I think things are moving. At the very least, it's very neutral. But I'm picking up because of our cups and the Fool. I am thinking that this was a positive move. I think it's kind of making this evolve into the next level. And the Chariot says to me that what this card means, it doesn't just say this to me like I'm just the one coming up with this info. The cards do mean specific things. And our Chariot talks about, exciting change moving forward. That's exactly what it is. Ooh, peach love. Yeah. Now we all need our masks, of course. And I'll just put this up. I'm not even going to say a word. Boom. We all know what that is. Wear your mask, wear your mask, wear your mask. But I know you are obviously okay because you were, maybe you were 6 feet, maybe you know each other and you've already been exposed to each other. It's hard in this day and age. Like, how do you date? You have to, I don't know. Just be careful, my friend. Coco Babe. Thank you so much, Peach Love. Coco Babe, let's get you up here. We got Coco Babe, and then we've got Jaded Kate and Leah. Coco Babe has 2 questions. And, that's exactly what I'm saying, because my brain is not clicking today. I'm off. I'm probably off because my new desk didn't show up, and I'm mad. It's almost a week late. Supposed to be here today. Cross your fingers. All right, so let us get your question, honey. Let me switch banners just in case. I am going to say last reading here, but guys, of course, I'm going to do the ones I have, okay? That's just in case somebody else comes in. You're welcome, Peach Love. All right, Coco Babe. What is the future outcome with me and my ex? What is supposed to... my ex that is supposed to contact me this week. I was told by another reader he's going to contact me. We have not spoken in a week after an argument. Okay, so we want to know, what is the future looking like in terms of outcome? You have been told that you can expect maybe some contact this week. Okay, and you haven't talked in a week. Okay. Secret Tarots to the rescue. Okay, Secret Tarot. Tell us what we need to know. I always think of the tarot as a cell phone to the universe. Sometimes the line is super clear. Sometimes the line is staticky. It always depends on, you know, what's going on in the universe and how much, you know, static we're getting. But the cell phone, you know, it dials in and it reads the energy from right now. So let's find out. All right, Coco Babe and her ex. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we've got. Right, and Jaded Kate and Jane J, thank you guys so much. You really are helping me out always, but especially today. I'm a little off today. All right, so our energy, you're talking about wanting to kind of talk again after that argument. Well, we've got our Six of Pentacles here. Now, the Six of Pentacles talks about giving and receiving. It's about giving. Now, I don't know what your argument was about, but there is some giving and receiving kind of type vibe going on when you're trying to work things out with people. We are obviously, our opinions are in there. Maybe you were wrong. Maybe he was wrong. Maybe you're both wrong. You know, I don't know. But, you know, it's like, all right, I'll give you that. You're right on this. But what about this? You know, that's kind of like, you know, the concessions or the compromises that you're going to make. This is saying make some compromises when that call comes. So let's see what we've got. Let's see what we've got. So what is the future outcome with you and your ex? I'm not seeing like communication right now. I don't see any swords. Swords is about communication. I would have liked to have seen a page not a page. What was I going to say? I lost my brain. But we have here, what we do have is we have our knight here. This is, or our page of wands. That's where I'm getting confused. This is our page. The Page of Wands talks about somebody who just wants to jump in. This is somebody who's saying, go get it. Somebody who has, who has inspired ideas and really wants to do things, wants to go get it. Now, is this talking about communication? Not sure. This is talking about potentially what's coming, though. It's running right here into the success card. So go get it. Go get it. Coupled with give and take, compromise. This success is going to be ultimately as a product of your success, or your compromise. This is the success card, Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is all about kind of being rewarded for your accomplishments. So your compromise, you get it? You seeing it? So then here we've got the Tower. The Tower does kind of look ominous, you know, there almost every deck it's, you know, lightning and people falling out of windows and stuff. So that doesn't mean you're going to go fall out a window, of course, but what this means is it's a change, something big coming, something that is of consequence, right? So the Tower, it can sometimes be about rebuilding things, kind of like having a breakthrough. You are being asked to compromise, my dear. We have a breakthrough, we have a rebuilding, we have success, and we have somebody who the desire is there, the go-get-em desire is there. Now, is this desire your desire or his desire, his or her? I don't know. I don't think it matters because the compromise needs to be there. That's all that it matters. And you both have to be willing participants to even get to the point to compromise. I don't have any swords. So let me do one throwdown, then we'll pull outcome. Is this ex going to be contacting Coco Babe this week? We want to know this week. Go. All right, we got the Strength card for our answer. The Strength card talks about being patient, and not trying to make people see. Don't waste your effort on trying to convince people that you're right. See it your way. This goes back to this. There's a huge element of compromise in there. So I'm not seeing any communication. So I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but I'm not seeing like a slam dunk, like, yup. I think it's going to happen just based on this energy, because you have to talk for this stuff to happen. So I do think you will talk, But let's see what our outcome is. Boom. Okay, so here's our swords. Remember I was asking about swords, because swords is communication. Well, this is the 10. This is talking about, not repeating past mistakes. You don't want to repeat past mistakes. It has to do with communication as well. This would probably indicate when you guys do talk, you don't fall into the same pattern. Whatever your argument might have been about, don't fall into the repeated patterns of doing things. Now, if that might be compromising, maybe you don't compromise. Maybe like, this is saying you need to compromise. So, honey, I'm not seeing yes or no as far as this week, except for this is saying, you know what, you might just be strong. So, yeah, geez, and put some clothes on too. But I do see it coming. I do see it coming. So, yeah, for sure, Coco Babe. Good luck with that. That's a good one. That was good. I think that's good. All right, honey. So now we have your second question, and then we're going to do Jaded Kate and Leah J, and then we are going to be wrapping it up. Everyone keeps telling you to compromise. See? And you are reading it. Thank you. I'm glad. Oh, like, should you reach out? Ooh, Coco Babe. Is that your second question, or do you have another one? I can do a spread on it. Should you reach out? Oh, I don't want to use this one. What am I doing? Should you reach out? Is that your second question? Yep, I think it is, because I see this. All right, honey. I got it. Takes me a minute. Today, I'm just a little off. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm mad about my desk. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I am mad, but anxious. Law of attraction, guys. If I keep getting angry and thinking about why isn't my desk here and what's wrong with them, guess what the law of attraction is going to give me? More reasons for me to say that. Did you see? All right. So Coco Babe is saying, should you reach out because you would feel like you were in the wrong? Okay, you were in the wrong, so should you reach out? If you reach out, will it go well? If you reach out, if Coco Babe reaches out, will it go well? Okay, we're going to, compromise was huge in that last one. Why is this pen here? Compromise was huge. There's our energy. We're looking to see, should Coco Babe reach out and compromise? Okay, interesting. That's our Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is talking about holding back. It's talking about holding things tight. Look at her with her purse. That's my purse. So, yeah. So, interesting. Let's see what these are, because this is about holding back, holding things tight. So, interesting. Ooh, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, you are, I got to do one more. Let's see. I want to, and I'll tell you why I'm doing this. So, yes or a no, should she reach out? Yes or a no? Yes or a no, please. Yeah. Okay. The answer is yes. You should. And this is not communication like per se, meaning swords. That's our communication card. But the Ace of Pentacles is about giving something of your time. Time is included in Pentacles. Pentacles is the suit of daily life, your physical world, which I include, in my personal belief with this card, and what I know is that includes time, social media, texting. I realize that's communication too, but it is very much a part of our physical world, right? So the answer is, I'm going to say, is yes. And I'll tell you why I wanted to do that first, because I'm seeing a little bit of a contradictoriness. This is holding back, and this is the energy. I know what you're supposed to be holding back on is your Queen of Swords nature. The Queen of Swords is somebody who tells it like it is, who's a little bit, overbearing sometimes, or wants it her way. This is somebody who is, now again, she's a queen, so she's kind of feeling, look at her, she's high and up mighty up there on her, whatever this is, and she's not going to back down, right? This is saying, get rid of that, hold that tendency, hold that, that's your MO, maybe that's your go-to, that's your set point, because that's what you're used to doing. So that's just how it works, you know. Maybe in retrospect, you think about it and be like, ah, geez, I shouldn't have said that, or oh boy, that was a little bad. But in the moment, you're ready to blah, blah, blah. This is what I am. I'm the Queen of Swords, and I'm going to do this. This is saying, yeah, you might want to put a lid on some of this Queen of Swords energy. Put a lid on it. So put a lid on that. But here's your reach out. Okay, I'm going to put that there because I did a yes, no throwdown. Then we've got our High Priestess. This talks about rising above things. You might have this very strong feeling, Queen of Swords, that you're right. And you might be right, honey, but you gotta, the way you approach it is you gotta say, all right, let's work through this. Let's just talk through it, not just be like, I'm the boss and I am right. Do you see? So you gotta hold that away. You gotta make that go bye-bye, right? Doesn't mean you're not right. Doesn't mean you shouldn't speak your mind. It doesn't mean that. It means how you do it, the presentation, right? Here we've got the High Priestess again, which is talking about rising above, like I said. So next off, we have the Empress. This talks about family, joy. This talks about things coming together. This talks about happiness. This is all about growing things. You want to grow to the next level. You want to first grow to get back together or to get back to the place where you need to be. This is like a family joy type of card. It also indicates kind of like a need for tender loving care, you know, trying to be gentle, which is the opposite of our Queen of Swords, right? She's gonna, that's what I say. This is saying, be gentle. Well, how do you be gentle? Well, first, what you do is you stop being the Queen of Swords so much. You don't need to do that to get your point across if you're wanting to make this all come back together. And the answer is, it does look like you would want to reach out. Let's see what our outcome card is to tell us if it will go well or not. Is this going to go well? Come on, baby. Yes, it's going to go well. Oh, yeah. We got the Magician. This is the master of manifestation. This is the Law of Attraction card. If you wanted one card to symbolize Law of Attraction, this would be it. This is about creating things. This is about starting new things. This is all about manifesting. So yes, it will go well. I think you're asked to not only compromise, but you asked would be the one to reach out, and you're asked to kind of quiet her down a bit, and use some tender loving care. Ooh, that was good. That was good, Coco Babe. Oh, good luck. Wow, that was some pretty straightforward advice. I like it. I love the tarot, man. Love it. Sometimes the connection's a little more staticky than others, and that's just whatever's going on in the energy, whatever's going on. Sometimes it's not as clear, but some days you have such a clear connection that you're just like, boom. All right, Jaded Kate's up next, then Leah J, and then we're going to be wrapping it up. I will be here tomorrow at 12, and I also have a large, well, not huge, but nice pick a card playlist with several, I think it's 40 plus in there now. Anyway, I take questions that are commonly asked on the show, and I do a pick a card. So if you'd like to go check that out and get something today, then you absolutely should check that out. Otherwise, I am here, and I also do, gotta do it, gotta say it, private readings on Fiverr. My link is in the description. Fiverr is just a website for freelancers. So kind of like Etsy, but for actually like building websites, tarot reading, you know, that kind of stuff instead of like crafts. But anyway, check it out. I can do a private that's like seriously like $5. I don't know how you can beat that, right? All right, friends. Jaded Kate, there we go. All right, great. Thank you, Coco Babe. I'll see you next time. Thanks for your patience, too. We've got a list going, and also I'm a little off kilter today. I'm not sure why, but whatever. All right, Jaded Kate, thank you, honey. What is the purpose of the connection with my soulmate, Sepe? Are we meant to be together in the future? I do have a twin flame. Okay, so we've got two things going on. Okay, we're going to use the Witch's Tarot. Witch's Tarot. This is a very, for some reason, this deck reminds me of clarity. I don't know why, but it just does. So that's why I picked it. So what is the purpose of Jaded Kate's connection to soulmate Sepe? Meant to be together in the future. What is the deal? What is going on? What is the purpose of the connection? What is coming next? Okay. So we got our energy card. We've got our spread. All right. So Sepe and Jaded Kate, connection, the Empress. Whoa. Okay, that's good. The Empress, the connection. Well, the Empress, first of all, it often is talking about family and childbirth and things like that. If that's not anything that you two, I mean, I'm not saying, hey, you're meant to be because you're going to have a baby. Maybe, but that's not exactly what I'm saying here. This talks about nurturing others. You have potentially been a huge source of, clearly Sepe is having problems in his relationship, in his life, in his responsibilities, in his commitments, whatever. That's why, he has connected. He's probably drawn to you and your energy of nurturing. This is all, again, I don't know if you heard that last one. I was talking about tender, loving care, extra tending, like, let me give you more tender, loving care. This is talking about being involved in the life of others. You help him emotionally. Maybe that's what your purpose was. Maybe that purpose has exhausted itself. Maybe it is leading to something more with Sepe. We don't know yet. We'll see. But this is definitely telling me that you were brought into the picture, at least in terms of from Sepe's perspective, to because he needed somebody to nurture him. He needed somebody to take care of him. And I don't mean that you had to step up and be mom. I don't mean that. But this would mean that nurturing thing. And again, it could be involving or pulling in some of that family aspect, coming together. Again, she's almost always a pregnancy card. Let's see. Yeah. Well, because he's not happy where he is. Oh, my. All right. So we've got the 4 of Cups. We got the Devil. We got the 5 of Cups. Cups. Devil. All right. So now remember the Empress. This is that tender, loving energy, that nurturing. This might be family, baby, that kind of a thing. We've got our 4 of Cups. This is talking about somebody, and right now you guys aren't talking. You guys, well, maybe you started talking again. This is talking about somebody who doesn't want to see what's right in front of them, right? You're not right in front of them, him right now, because you're not there. And he's kind of purposefully, cover that guy up, not looking. Here he is. I'm looking in here. But what about this dude? Or opposite, maybe it was the opposite. The dude's not looking at her. There you go. So not seeing you, that's you. Not seeing you, right? I'm looking at these cups because that's where my focus is right at the moment. Holy crap. Now you got the Devil. So he's just not seeing you right now. But you got the Devil here. So the Devil card, again, it is not the devil. This talks about unleashing kind of like that stored power. This is about resentments building up and kind of feeling like people are treating you unfairly, things like that. The purpose could be that you needed to see how to not hold that stuff in, not allow people to make you that way, to be an equal in the relationship, to speak your mind, to speak your truth, to expect the best than what you deserve, and to settle for nothing less. So maybe this was a journey for you to realize that. I'm going to tell you, I've shared a little bit about my experience when it's been about 10 more years now, but I was with somebody and he ended up having other obligations with another family, his family, and it destroyed me because I didn't know at first. And then later when I did find out, I still hung on thinking the divorce was coming, and it destroyed me. And it destroyed me because I felt stupid. I felt used. I felt, I just felt like rejected. I mean, it was just so many things. And it knocked me on my ass. But guess what? I stood back up, and I felt later that had to happen for me to just to remember my own power and my voice. And so it could be, not that it can't work back out. I'm not saying he's the devil and this and that, but this might be a little bit of a trigger message for you, saying make sure you're using your power. Don't let anybody hide your light. Then you've got the Five of Cups. Next, the Five of Cups is also about kind of that crying over spilled milk thing. It's about seeing that, or saying, I mean, that, these aren't here, but I still have some other cups that I like. I've got some spilled cups, but look at these two. They're not spilled, and I'm not going to cry about these spilled ones because I still have these two. This is telling you not to wrap yourself up all encompassing into sepe. I am not suggesting that that is what you're doing. I don't know. Maybe you feel maybe you can answer that question. But this is saying, you know what? This is what happens when you're too intertwined. Like what someone else does is going to make or break you, or what somebody else does is going to make you decide, okay, well, now I know what I'm going to do because you have to do it for, that's not how it's going to be. Those might be your lessons. Now, lessons don't necessarily impact the actual, whether a relationship is going to happen or not happen. We learn from everybody. Our life is a journey, and we've got our Empress here. I still think that Sepe needed your nurturing, and still does, needed you to be there and listen and to help heal him because he's unhappy. So that's where he is. But here, I think the lesson for you was about, feeling like getting your head untwisted and, really standing there and standing tall and proud. You still want him, obviously. You can't deny reality. You do. You hope it works out and this and that. But you got to stand into your own 2 feet and know that you're going to be okay no matter what happens. No matter what happens. Now, obviously, we want it a certain way. We're hoping it's a certain way. But no matter what happens, Jaded Kate, you're going to be standing strong and standing tall. And that's where you need to get to that point. If you don't believe that, you need to. All right, outcome. Boom. You got the Knight of Wands. Okay, so he's going to be back. He's going to be back. And we saw that a couple times. He's going to be back. We got the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is fire, heat, passion, running in, excited. This is the go-get-em guy. All the court cards with the wands are go-getters. And wants to grow and wants to do things. Maybe this event that's happening is what is the catalyst for things to change and bring us to our Empress moment, the next phase, where that family, the children or whatever is coming. I still do think, though, that this is twofold. I think it's about him, too. He's coming back. But I think you were supposed to learn something. And I think you were there to serve as a source of nurturing for him and his wounded soul, his wounded emotions, his angry emotions, whatever it was that made him unsatisfied with where he is. And then I still am going to say from that last reading, it's the obligation and the fear that he has to do the right thing and this and that and this and that brought him, back to that. So it's not over, though, hon. It's not over. Definitely. Ooh, Jaded Kate. Good luck, hon, and thank you. Okay, Leah J, how are you? This is going to be my last reading for today. I want to thank all of you for hanging out with us, and thank you for the donations, all of you being here. It is such a wonderful joy for me. I'm very humble and very grateful. You guys bring great energy to the show, and if it weren't for you, I certainly wouldn't be here, would I? We all mesh together very well. Our energy is just on fire. All right. So let's find Leah J. Leah J. I'm saying it wrong. I'm going to back up and see if you posted. If not, please write it in the chat in the bottom there. I'm going to look for you, Leah J. I got your name here. Not seeing it. Not seeing it. So, Leah J, are you still here, honey? She hasn't posted. All right, thank you. Oh, here it is. Right at the same moment. Wow, you guys are like perfect. Okay, thank you. Is CM my soulmate? Are my feelings for him one-sided? Ooh, all right, let's find out. Let us find out. And thank you for your patience, hon. Ooh, we're going to use manga. Manga is super cute. I don't know why that jumped out at me right now, but I do love this deck. It's super cute. I did cut the borders off, so it's not, it was even cuter with the other borders, but I don't like the borders. So I cut most of them off. Christmas is coming. I'm hoping you might see some more decks coming up soon. All right. Is CM Leah J's soulmate? Is CM Leah J's soulmate? Are these feelings one-sided, or what's going on with that? Hey, the Queen, how are you? Thanks for joining us. I'm glad you're here. Just so you know, we are about to wrap it up. This is going to be my last reading. You're welcome to hang out. We're still having lots of fun. I am here every day at 12 o'clock Central, and I do have a nice collection of pick-a-cards on my channel. If you want to check it out, I use questions that are commonly asked on the show, so that way maybe there's a question that matches what you were going to ask. All right. So what's going on, CM? CM, are you Leah J's soulmate? All right, so let's see what we got here. Looking for a soulmate. Woo, that's awesome. We got the Fool. This is awesome energy. Now, remember the way I read cards, guide. I put one out. That's our energy card. That is the strongest energy that the tarot is picking up on, and it does serve as kind of like an influencer on each of our other cards. So, the Fool, this is the primary energy. This is awesome for this question. The Fool is all about taking a new journey. This is all about saying anything is possible and, you know, just falling into it, just feeling like, you know, just falling into it like a little kid falling backwards into that little pool of little plastic balls. Like, imagine that little kid jumping in, falling backwards, like, yeah, that's what this guy's doing. Isn't he cool looking? I love these manga cards. Now let's see what's going on. We're looking at the feeling. Are the feelings one-sided? No, they are absolutely not. In fact, I do think you guys are meant to be at this point. Now, I've got the Two of Cups. If I would have had the Lovers, that would have been the only thing that would have probably been a step up. But this is awesome card. So this is, you know, nothing to snub at, nothing to snub or stick our nose up at. The Two of Cups is all about a couple, two people coming together in harmony. I always think of, like, you know, this. I feel like two people join in. This is a very, very good card. The Fool, again, is our new journey. This is falling back into that goofy little pit of balls when we're a little kid. The Hanged Man is telling me that this is all about seeing things differently now. Did something just happen? You told me, or you're asking, I mean, are the feelings one-sided? You must be feeling that way for some reason. This is about looking at things differently. This is about looking and saying, okay, I'm seeing things a little differently now. Maybe he's saying, you know what? Maybe I'm going to start stepping it up. I mean, he's probably not literally saying those words, but, you know, he's thinking that. Now we have our King of Coins, which is our King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is, well, Pentacles is all about everyday life. So wealth, money. This is somebody, the King of Pentacles is somebody who's very much a planner, very slow moving because they don't want to make a mistake. They want to do it right. And you know, again, a slow mover. But the really awesome thing about the Knight of Pentacles, our Knight is always kind of planning again, but he's looking for the people that he can, who are going to go well on his journey with him. He is a promoter. That's where the King is. The King is the big promoter. Our Knight wants to be the king. So he's going to be following along, and he's going to be bringing people who he identifies as somebody who can help get him toward his goals. What? So I'm thinking that's looking awesome too. And again, I already went a little geeky over this one. This is the really good one that says, yeah, The feelings are, you might not be seeing it right now because, the Pentacles court goes a little slow. And it's because they're a smart planner. They want to make sure they don't make a mistake. And if you are kind of experiencing something where obviously you asked the question. So you must be experiencing something right now that makes you feel like this is kind of one-sided. I think that's changing. That's changing. That's why we have the Hanged Man. So I think that is a change a-coming. And again, you put the Fool on all of these. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me see. You had a fallout recently and stopped talking for a bit, but you still think about him every day. So let's see. I'm thinking the feelings are mutual, but this guy has to pop. What I mean by that is this revelation has to come to him that I'm looking at it differently. I'm saying that he's going to see it differently. Clarified with the Fool, no way do we have those two, and it's not looking like a new journey here, like falling into that pit of balls when you're a kid. Let's see what this says. This is our cut card. This is the outcome energy, and we want to see again, what can you tell us about this person? CM, are the feelings one-sided? What's going on? Boom. Justice, it's coming back to a balance. I think you guys are going to talk again. The Justice card is all about balance and fairness. Notice she has her scales there, right? Now, she also has a very large sword. Now, this is not the suit of swords. Swords is communication, and it's its own suit. This is not that suit, but she's carrying a sword. So the first thing I think about is communication. Communication, like talking things out to get them back into the fair zone. Let me see. You think about them every day. You felt if they were one-sided, and that's why we got into an argument. So you got into an argument. You know what? If they are one-sided, this isn't true of everyone, but a lot of times when I've been a life coach, I've been a therapist, I've been in therapy, I've had 3 marriages. I've had a lot of weird pieces of experience. And my experience, what I've seen is when people don't have feelings, or if they have bad feelings, guess where they are? They're just out of there. They're not going to sit there and argue about it because they're like, see ya, it's not worth arguing because I don't even like you, or, ooh, I don't even want you, or, ooh, I don't even care what you're saying. They wouldn't even have an argument with you. It would be very one-sided argument because they don't want it. They don't care. They want to go on. So the fact that he was emotionally charged enough to kind of talk with you about it tells me something. Now, is he coming back? Let me just get a 1 off. Is he coming back, please? Yes, Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is the go get 'em guy. Knight of Wands goes and gets it. Heat, fire, passion. This is Wands. So, this is somebody who takes inspired action. Inspired? What would inspire it? I don't know. How long has it been? I think you told me. You haven't, you stopped talking for a bit. Stop talking for a bit. Are you going to be in touch soon? Let's do that. Are you going to be in touch soon? Ace of Coins. There's your new. I think you're going to get something coming in. Now, if it were Ace of Swords, I'd be like, hot damn, slam dunk. But an Ace of Coins, I think of the Pentacles as involving some forms of communication as well, just because it's our daily life and how much that, social media, texting, all those things are such a part of our life now that is a part of our daily life. So I think you might be getting it in the form of a text or a social media kind of thing. But I do think it's going to come. I do. And at that point, there might be some balancing that needs to happen, a conversation. Clearly, you don't want to just get back to have more of the same, right? Maybe this was the eye-opener, Ooh, Leah, thank you so much. I hope that helped. Good luck. Nothing worse than waiting, I always say. That's a terrible attitude to have, but I am terrible at waiting. I'm terrible. I shouldn't say that though. We law of attraction. We do not talk about how things are bad. We talk about how things are good, and that's when we want more good. All right, my friends, a big, huge thank you to Jane J and Jaded Kate and Kiss JG. You guys did a great job, and thank you so much. We are going to wrap it up for today. I will be here tomorrow at 12 o'clock Central Time. Don't forget, I am on Fiverr. I offer my private readings there. It's a website for freelancers. So go check it out. I have private readings. You'll have a recording, and they start at $5. So it's totally cool. Really great pricing. Check it out. The link is in my description. And other than that, I have to do it. Gotta give you this. Be careful out there. Nothing's allowed to happen to my friends. Don't let anything happen to my friends, guys. Be careful. All right. Thank you so much. And I will see you tomorrow.